Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Dipankar, and today in this video we are going to talk about pulse checks. So if as an advisor in an education cloud or an university, if you want to take the feedback of the students from time to time, maybe it's one time or maybe it's recurring, then pulse check is a good option and it integrates with the discovery framework. So using that, it is a better way to track how the student is feeling, or maybe their satisfaction in their particular term, or maybe we can check if the student is going to need some assistance from the advisor or from the university as well. So to be able to do that, we have to do some few prerequisites. The first thing you need to do is an org, which is Education Cloud enabled, right? So you can spin up a trial org that I can put the link in the description. Then let's directly talk about the setup of the pulse checks. Okay, so this is available in this particular developer unlimited for months and enterprise editions. Then to be able to set up the pulse check, you need the access as Education Cloud full access. So I have a Education Cloud trial org. Then I already have the permission as system administrator, so I am able to see these things. So you just need to go to the Salesforce setup, and from the home you can search for setup education cloud. Then down the line, the first thing you can see that setup pulse check, you need to turn it on. Okay, and once you need to turn it on, you also need to set up the discovery framework. Okay, so you also need to make sure that the discovery framework is turned on. And apart from that, since the discovery framework use the assessment questions, right? So we need to enable this external user assessments, because the students will be the users who are present in the communities. They are the portal users, right? Then these things you can just modify according to your use case, but not required from the basic setup point of view. Then once the education cloud setup is there, then there we need to give permission for the sharing settings. So if we go to the sharing settings, um, so for example, assessment questions, we have to give it as public read only, right? Then there are other things, assessment envelope and program enrollment, that you have to give access. Maybe you can use sharing set, but for the simplicity I have just given them in the sharing settings, because this is a trial org and this is not very security specific implementation done. So I have a note in which you can just take the screenshot. So for these objects I have given the external access for public read only, and for assessment envelope I have given public read write. You do not need to do that, you can just follow the documentation, but since I am doing this trial and I do not want to configure a lot from the security point of view, so I just given that. Then once you are done, so the second thing is that you need to create a permission set. So there is a permission set that you need to create. So for example, I have created a permission set called pulse check setup. The important feature is the under system permission you have to give in this access called access pulse check. Then for the object permissions, you need to give read permissions for assessment envelope item questions omni process, which is basically the omni script. Then program enrollment and pulse check. Then once this is done, you the next thing you just so this is the same thing I have written. You have to give an access to omni process with the field success as well. So this is done. Then the next thing you need to do is to set up the pulse check for education cloud portals. So you can go to all sites, click on this builder for this particular education cloud portal that you are using, and then when you go to home, there you will find a component called action center, and under action center you just need to check that setup pulse check is enabled. So that's it. So this is done. Then the next configuration is to create assessment questions for pulse checks. So what you can do, you can just come to this assessment questions and you can just select them, and you can just click on this button, select questions. Here you have to make sure that the pulse check is enabled and just click on save. So basically it will open you a discovery framework. So that's why I was telling from the beginning about the two setups that we need to do for the assessments and discovery framework. But since this student portal takes some time to reflect the changes, maybe 10 to 15 minutes, I have already created an OmniScript. You just need to create on build OmniScript and add then the OmniScript will be done. You do not need to do much. And if you just need to add more questions, you can just select them, and here you can just click on add questions and the questions will be added. So I am just ignoring that, but I have already created this OmniScript. So here I have added few questions, right? And then this remote action is automatically created. One thing that you need to know is that you have to make sure that this assessment ID is present as a pops up, because what happens once this remote action is completed, the pops up will be fired to this action center, and action center will close this OmniScript. So that's the requirement for which this messaging framework and pops up is needs to be enabled. Now let's see how this pulse check works, right? So once you are done that, you can just create a pulse check template. So now also what you need to do, you can just go to this uh, I think you just need to create a go to this pulse check template, and then you just click on create new. Okay, so based on your naming convention, you can just give a name. For example, I can give the name pulse check vibes, and I can just select this omni process, and rest of the things are not mandatory. I can just give a expiry date, something like that. So let me see if I already have a pulse check template created or not. So um, okay, so I already have this pulse check template created. Let me just click on reload to be sure. Okay, we have this pulse check template created in the same way that I have shown. Expiry date is there. We have given the omni process. The omni process is basically the name of this omni script, PC vibe check new, and then we are done. Now to be able to assign the pulse checks, right? So we need to go to the academic term enrollments. For example, there is a student called Sophia student, and Sophia has these academic cases. So if I go under the pulse check, I can see three pulse checks are ongoing. So if I want to assign a new pulse check, I have to just click on this academic term enrollment, and I can just click on assign pulse check button. So I can just give name as Sophia, and here I have to choose the pulse check template. And once I choose the pulse check template, the frequency and expiry dates are set. And then for the case record type, so the case has multiple record types, but for this particular record type, this is a I think the record type. Okay, let me click on change record type. You can see the record type is academic, so you have to choose the record type academic and click on next. Okay, we also have to give a start date, so let me give the start date as today. But if you want to give the recurring pulse check as well, so there are multiple options, the schedule frequency and the expiry days. So we are just gonna do for one time, because if we want to give a recurring pulse check, there is a 3 days gap that you need to give for the start time. The start date should be 3 days from today. So if you do that, we will not be able to see the demo. So let's do with the one time pulse check. Now click on next and click on assign. So we see that the pulse check vibe was assigned to one learners. And now if we just go to the PC vibe check, and if we just go to the pulse check template, we can see that this Sophia, new Sophia is assigned. And here until this point, this pulse check is not present. So let me just refresh the page, and let me go to the pulse check, and you can see this pulse check is assigned. Now what happens, because this, if you see, this pulse check has one assessment but no response yet, and there is no score graph yet. Now what will happen, I will just click on refresh. Now I see that you have pulse check assigned to you, so this is out of the box. So we have to go to pulse check and we see the exact name. Now we click on start. So basically we can give our responses. Okay, and I can just fill the stops, and once I click on submit, we'll see a pop-up and the pulse check is removed. Now if we go to this pulse check, we can see that related to this pulse check, an assessment envelope is created with the users type pulse check with and the learner case, a particular learner case. And then if we just go to this assessment envelope, we can see that another envelope item is created, right? So this is how this happens. And next, the student has given some responses, right? Where do we see these responses? So these we can see under the all assessments. Now if we just go to this assessment that the student has clicked, so we can see that the responses are present over here, right? And then for each response we have a score assigned to them. So this score is assigned using this decision matrix version. So for now I think if we just go to this PC vibe check, let me just refresh the page, we'll see how the score is present. So if we go to this one and if we just click the score, you see that the well-being has gone down. Okay, so it has gone up. Previously it was 2, now it was 4. The same way. And we only have questions set up in the decision matrix for only one questions. So that's why it is showing for these questions, how would you rate your overall well-being for this week. So if we set up more questions, we will be also be able to see that. Now since we also have saw the course graph, let's check on the pulse check instances, and we can see that total occurrences 1 and responded is also 1, and if we just click on view assessment, we'll basically see the same response. Now let's talk about how this response was calculated. So basically this was done using a flow. I think the flow name is get assessment response. So this runs on this creation of assessment, and it calls a subflow. And if we just open this subflow, we'll see that the decision matrix is used over here. This PC hype check action. Okay, so run decision matrix slash PC hype check. So this decision matrix is used, and basically the inputs go to this decision matrix and it's calculate the assessment score, and that's how the scoring framework works. So this is all about how the pulse check works. So now so this is if you just want to create a pulse check from this academic term enrollment, let's say you want to automate this thing, how do you do that? So you just need to create a pulse check, and related to pulse check you just need to create a pulse check envelope, and in the envelope you have to make sure that the users type is pulse check, learner case is filled, you have given the envelope status, envelope expiry date as well, and then if you just go to the envelope item, you have to give the start date, expiry date, and the assessment envelope name. So now let's assume that I do not click on this from click to create pulse check from academic term enrollment. Instead I wants to do it automated. So now I do not have an assessment, I have to fill up the omni process assessment envelope, I have to give the start date, end date, and I have to give the status as not started. And also for the pulse check name I can give as number 2 PC vibe check Sophia. Okay, now as soon as I save this, right, now if I just go to this page and hit refresh again, I can see that a new pulse check has been assigned, and if we just go to this one, I can see the pulse check, and I can also click on start. Let's give it as very good this time. These things does not matter, so I just click on submit because it did not have decision matrix. Now let's come back to the same case and then hit on refresh. So now if we just go to this pulse check, we can see that two new occurrences, and for the score graph should have gone from 4 to 5. Okay, so 4 to it went to 2, and then it went to 5 this time because we have failed 5. So this is in all about how the pulse check works in education cloud, and this is also a extension of, I would say, the industry cloud features, because it's extending the Omni Studio, and on the top of it extending the discovery framework, and then using the pulse checks. So I hope you find this video informative, and please let me know in the comments if you have any questions or queries. Thank you for watching.